911, where's your emergency?
My son just overdosed on heroin. He's unconscious.
Okay, stay on the phone with me, okay?
Okay. Please hurry. Please hurry.
Is he breathing?
I don't know. Yes, but I can't wake him up. I can't wake him up. Please hurry.
Stay on the phone with me. Stay on the phone with me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, how old is he?
He's 21. Oh, God.
Certain drugs you just can't mess with. You know, they don't take prisoners, and heroin being one of those. And once that door's open, that's a really hard door to close.
You know for like 5 to 10 seconds that you're about to like overdose. You don't have any time to think except for just to be like, oh no, like this isn't good.
I put the gun to my head and I said, pull the trigger, I don't want to live anymore. I live for death.
It was hard, like coping with all the things I wanted to do, like still getting high and not having that available to me.
I was just dying slow, you know, and I needed help. I needed God's help.
From my perspective, there's a world full of people who they want help and they want hope. They just don't know how to come about it.
Drugs and alcohol aren't the problem. The problem is the heart.
I was born and raised up till the time I was 8 years old up here on the mountain where the center is. When I was 15, I told my folks I didn't want to live up there anymore. I was going to move back down here. I'd spent the summer down here by myself in the house that was vacant on the hill. And so they graciously moved back down here. Satan's won her lies. She's not that intimidating.
Do not lay up for yourself treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal.
Neither one of us come from a Christian background.
God is looking at what's your motive for doing what you're doing. Is it because you want people to look up to you and think you're somebody special? Or do you really care?
We were 23 years old when people started moving in. And from that point, that never stopped.
Right here is our daily chore list. I'm the chore checker. Sweep the front and back porches. We have a laundry room, somebody cleans that. I get on them. Over there we have Ron, just hassling people, never doing a chore.
That should be a job to do this for a second.
Look at this guy.
Mountain Ministries is a 1 year or more discipleship program.
A discipleship program is where you can go be discipled about God.
Mountain Ministries is a faith-based recovery program through a year or more commitment to discipleship. The Mountain allows a process through spiritual development that leads to true transformation. Acclimation to our commitment to God requires an initial sensitization to the things of this world that distract from Christian principles. Knowledge is the foundational element of faith. Equipping students with tools to develop new habits and skills enables us to change our thinking. After 6 months, leadership and guidance helps us pass on and practice what we've learned. Before we know it, it's time to focus on our plans for the future and prepare to re-enter the world, now delivered and equipped through God's work over our year. Day to day, it's simple. Devotions, chores, and morning class. Then students serve on various work assignments. After work and meals, students have night class with worship, then wrap up the day with prayer time.
I love doing things that help me, such as running. I pray the whole time, and it's pretty cool to see my mind be clear and just to have a solid communication with God just the whole time, to give Him all the glory and praise Him in doing that.
Their food needs and ours are really different because they've got the school over there and all the kids, so they go through a lot of different products. And they get their own donations too, separate from ours. So me and Sue work together as best we can to help accommodate each other. Like today, she needed some French fries for the kids, so we sent her over a case.
I come here every Thursday and I'm staff for the women. I do meds if there's a problem with anything. I have a lot of prayer for the women when they need it. There's not a whole lot of hand-holding because it is mostly grown women here. Parents are responsible for their own children, except for childcare and school.
In my spare time, I build crosses to help remind people of what Jesus did for us on the cross.
He only follows you because you give him good things. And sadly, that's true of many people. Every time we choose to fulfill our desires rather than God's desires, we're saying, all right, God says this, I say this. God, no, me, yes. By teaching these men how to understand and interpret and share the Bible, not only will they benefit directly, but they'll benefit mostly in an indirect way as they share the truth of God with others, and God reinforces that in their own heart.
I've never been around horses, like ever in my whole life. We have to like warm up to them and they have to warm up to us. And it's like we're both broken, you know, and we're kind of like helping each other.
They've been abused horses, kind of like what life has done to us, you know. Horses bond and with people, so it teaches you to like slow down, you know, and it's amazing. I think it's going to be a beautiful project.
This is the place for you. You know, you can get help here. You can find God here. You can do the things you need to, you know, to get better.
This really isn't a program. This is really a family. And it's a whole lot different than a lot of programs out there. I'm sure there's others that are similar, but there's a lot of programs out there that it's a program. So you do your year, even the year-long ones, then you're gone. And I think that's probably why it's more successful, because God didn't design programs, he designed family. So there's a big difference there.
It's family. We are all family because we're all running the same race with the same intention to grow closer to the Lord and rely and depend on him.
I thought family was supposed to stick with you no matter what.
I'm lucky to have that because some people don't.
Don't ever let anybody tell you that, you know, that you're never gonna matter in life, because you do. You're already touching life. You're touching mind.
God is real, and I know that for a fact now.
You come up here to Mountain Ministries. It's a discipleship program, okay?
Self-examine, self-evaluate, go through these things inside of ourselves so that we can turn and confront the issues that need to be dealt with in our life.
We're relearning. We are trying to relearn how to raise our kids, because I don't know about you, but most of us were not raised properly.
So if we are walking contrary to God, the only direction that we can be walking in is deeper and deeper into darkness.
When the student is walking with God, then there's different things that are happening in their life, and that draws other people besides their family back to them.
Man, wherever I go, I am not ashamed of the gospel. I'm not ashamed of Jesus Christ. Wherever I go, they know. And I make it known first so they know the boundary.
Every day, if you're right with me, if you're where you're supposed to be with me, I'll get you to where you need to go. Don't have to worry. What does Jesus say? Do not worry about tomorrow.
there's a process, there's a way to living your life that Jesus set out. He's the way, and there is no other way.
When they start realizing that they are important enough to God, for Him to speak to them, you know, through His Word, and that He is restoring their life, and that hope and that flicker comes back, it's amazing.
At the end of time and everybody's standing before God, nobody's going to be able to point their finger at God and say, you didn't give me a fair chance.
People think because we do this ministry we've got great faith. That isn't true at all. It's really God's faithfulness, not our faith. He's going to make this ministry work not because of us, but because of who He is.
Thank you. See you later.